Gaffer, I understand that one player won't be in your squad tomorrow. That's Levi Porter. The reason being that Leicester City, his parent club, have decided to recall him.
Yes, that's correct, and we'd like to thank Nigel and everybody down at Leicester City for giving us Levi for the month. We're very grateful for all the support we get from certainly clubs in higher divisions and loaners and players, and we'd like to wish Levi and Leicester City all the best for the future.
So that's one gone. What about players coming in? Of course, it was revealed yesterday that you had a player on trial.
Yeah, we had Alton Felwell here, and Alton is centre half, a good career he's had, found himself available, and I just felt it was important to get an opportunity to look at him. However, obviously, my brother, Dean, who's down at Newport County, was a little bit short of centre half this week, and felt Newport wanted to back him, which is they're doing great guns at the moment. And he asked me about Alton, so I recommended that Alton goes there. He hasn't got a contract at the minute, and you've got to be fair to people. So it would have been unfair for us to promise something that wasn't there. And as I say, I hadn't seen Alton in a full game as such, although we had a practice match where he acquitted himself very well. And we, if that does materialise for him at Newport County, then I would like to wish him well. And as I say, it's very difficult for players when you're out of contract, and obviously looking for opportunities at clubs in general. So I believe Dean's going to sign him, and I hope that's a good move for the lad.
Player also on trial with us, Kevin Thornton. Just keep us up to date with his progress.
Kevin came in, obviously was at Coventry, and then he's been here for about 4 weeks, but unfortunately he turned his ankle in the training ground.
Another one?
He did that, yeah, it was another one. That's 4 we had, and but thankfully we're getting a bit of water, and the ground's easing up a little bit on the texture of the hardness of the ground. It's very rough. But let's say he went down unfortunately and tweaked his ligament, so he was out for a couple of weeks. He's now training. He's got to apply himself in training and to the standards I expect, and then we'll have a look at him hopefully in a game sooner rather than later. We hope to establish perhaps a behind the doors friendly in the next week and maybe the week after as well, so we can get a proper look at him and he can get match fitness.
Let's look ahead to tomorrow's match at Inform Altrincham, and you said this morning to the waiting press that there are two big doubts, Kyle Nix and Daryl Clare. Of course, there's a bit of a bug sweeping round the area, I'd say. You've had a little bit of it, so have I. Are they ruled out?
At this precise moment, yes, I think so. It's a real shame for Nixie. He's been playing very well. He's come back from the England sea trip, and I think he's been one of our best players, to be honest. He's got a fantastic goal up at Barrow, and last week his contribution on the pitch was exceptional. I felt he really did cover some ground and got some telling challenges in. But yeah, him and Daryl haven't seen the training ground, and obviously you've got to keep them away from the other players, because there is seems to be, like you say, a big bug running around, and it's not conducive when you're trying to put a football match together.
It must be particularly frustrating for Daryl. I say that because he's just come back into the side and he was perhaps hoping to get a run in the team, and now that's been halted. Again,
it's another thing that Daryl's I think he's quite upset by it, to be honest, because obviously he was looking, to, as you say, hopefully developing a run. There's 3 or 4 times this season where Daryl's nearly got there, and then and he's had an injury, a couple of illnesses, and it's a shame for him because he's such a cracking man. I've got a huge amount of respect for Daryl, and likewise he played his part last week in a victory for us, and I'm sure he'd have been wanting to chomp at the bit tomorrow.
Off the field matters now, and let's just talk about a couple of events. A couple of days ago we enjoyed the golf day, and on Monday you're at the Fans Forum, the Stag Supporters Association, for a Q&A session. So reflect on one event, look ahead to the next.
The golf day was a great success for the football club in general. The boys, as I said before, acquitted themselves very well and put themselves inverted into that day where the fans got an opportunity to participate in the golf. And I think it was a very healthy day. It was certainly a successful one. The weather was kind to us, which I was pleased about because I'm a very fair weather player, I must say that. But I thought the boys played well, and all the responses we got were very welcoming, which was lovely. So I'm sure that as a club, we must develop that type of relationship in the community, and if it can be successful like that, then it can only be a praiseworthy. And I would say, all the people that turned up, the professionalism, the general well-being was tremendous. On Monday, yes, we go to. I joined the question and answer at the club here, the Stags Supporters Association. So I'm looking forward to that. We had one when I first came, and I try and be as honest as I can be as well, and obviously listen to people's views. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people wanting to share their thoughts. It's great when fans ask you constructive questions, and obviously find out a little bit more of an insight to what goes on behind the scenes. And I hope that we can go into it with a win. That'll be even happier, won't it?
Hope so. Very best luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Steve.